60 minutes to do what? Let me look at these stats. No goals, no assists, 0 and 2, 0 and 2, 4 for 7 out of passes. 2 shots, 1 was on target, or shot accuracy, whatever that means. 2 successful dribbles. He won 3 out of 4 duels. Okay. 14 touches, 6 in the opposition box. I lied. He played 63 minutes, not 60. Arteta, your job is on the line. You're on thin ice, pal. You're on thin ice. This season, if you don't get it right, if you don't win either the Champions League, Premier League, or both of the FA Cup, Carabao Cup, like if he just wins the Carabao Cup, I think he's still gonna be gone. You're on thin ice, pal. I mean, he can win the Carabao Cup, and let's say he wins, he's like 1 point off the league. He gets to the final, but loses of the Champions League. God forbid they get to the final. But let's just say that he probably won't be sacked. But you're on thin ice. You got your striker. So there's no fucking reason to be bad. But more on Gyokeres, bro. I mean, he's already flopped once in the Premier League. Are we really surprised? Are we really surprised? And this isn't even a Premier League team. Some of these guys played in the Premier League though. Let's see. Nicolas Pepe played. Juan Foyth played in the Premier League. Arnold Danjuma. Where's Danjuma? He came on, he scored, he played in the Premier League. Like 3 of these guys, there's probably more, but I'm not too invested in their squad, you know, to have the depth and the knowledge. But 3 of these guys played in the Premier League, and 2 of them actually scored. And the other one still didn't have a bad game. He still had a 7.2 rating. What the fuck are we doing? Gyokeres. 63 minutes? At this rate, you're gonna go 0 and 10. At this rate, you're gonna go 0 and 10. How? What are you doing? I didn't even watch the game, so I can't even speak on this. I mean, Saka came off at the 63rd minute too, but fair enough to him. That guy is he's their motor engine. He needs the rest before the Premier League starts. They can rely on him. They see what he's done. Gyokeres, you've already flopped in the Premier League once. You couldn't make it at Brighton. And Brighton are known for creating stars. You couldn't make it at Brighton. Yeah, you were doing some things at Coventry, but they never played in the Prem. You're in the Championship. You got sold to an outside top 5 league. They're probably like a top 6 league. They're behind France. What are we doing? What are we doing? I don't care what anyone says. You want to say, oh, it's only been 2 games. No. If this guy is fighting with Kylian Mbappe to be the top scorer in Europe, you better have scored in your second game. Maximum. Don't give me none of that bullshit when he was literally fighting the golden boot with him. Man, fuck this shit. I've been trying to find it, but I can find it on Google. Okay, he wasn't fighting necessarily with the golden boot, but he had 39 goals, bro. Gyokeres last season had 39 goals. We see why Portugal is not a top 5 league. This guy is struggling against Villarreal, which Villarreal aren't a bad side, don't get me wrong. But you're in this Arsenal team that went to the semi-final of the Champions League and you're struggling, my brother? I'm sorry, but it should be natural nature to you to find goals regardless on what team you are, bro. It should be natural nature, bro. And you played under this guy that's currently struggling at United right now too, which is why if you go, Arteta's a better manager than him as of right now. So you should be flying off the rocks right now. Right now, I've just come back from watching, I will call it the match recap. In the case of Gyokeres, it was a highlight. It was an extended highlight replay on YouTube. But in the case for Gyokeres, I will call it a match recap because there was no highlights of him that I saw. That brother needs time and space on the ball. He needs time and space on the ball, man. This just goes to show Man City last season really had a bad season. Like, they had a bad start, but then they just never clicked on. But, oh my goodness. It was like 2 good things, maybe. 2 good things. I saw the 2 shots. Wow, Gyokeres. Wow. Wow. I'm at loss for words for that guy. I think Arsenal truly might have gotten scammed. I honestly thought them buying Gyokeres would be better for them instead of getting Sesko. I might now start to see that. Well, Sesko ain't really much of a better option, but yeah, I'm not too sure, man. I mean, the way that brother runs, it looks like he's struggling to run. It looks like he's almost injured trying to run. I mean, I was solely there to watch that highlight to see what Gyokeres has done. And I don't want to be a stats merchant type guy, but I should have. If I would have just not watched that match and stayed with the stats would have been correct. That guy did nothing. And before the doubters want to say, oh well, it's a highlight, brother. If he'd done something, we would have seen highlights of him. That's why it was called a highlight. And he had no highlights. He had two. One was mediocre, and the other one it was a decent shot. It was saved by the goalie. Tough angle. I can't even fault him for that. But that brother did nothing. I mean, it really still didn't look like at some points of the moment of the match. It really didn't look like they had a striker. It did not look like they have a striker still. As much as I want to say it, it really did not look like they have a striker. Bro, I'm on Twitter right now. 4 passes in 60 minutes. 4! Oh my gosh. Bro, I know you see that beautiful Europa League trophy, but we have to ignore that for right now. Oh my gosh. 0, 0, 0, 1. This guy is like bilinear numbers or whatever. He just like seeing zeros and ones. Oh my goodness. Look at this. I can easily pull this up on my computer, Twitter, but I'm not gonna do that. 0 goals, 0 assists, 0 shots on target, 0 key passes, 1-for-1 dribbles attempt, 3 passes, 2 out of 3 ground duels won in the first half only. They really still are without a striker. Yo, I'm out of here, bro. Oh my gosh.